For a lot of people in the market for a new caravan these days, top of the wish list is width. The more of it, the better. Well, this new Adria Alpina Mississippi is one of the increasing number of caravans on the market that's 8 feet wide. And it also has one of the most in-demand layouts. As well as that, there are some really cool things happening inside. So let's go and check them out. Even before you step inside the Alpina, there's a real reassuring heft to it, from these thick thumping polyester sidewalls to the seriously over-engineered heavy-duty corner steadies, which are good to see. And so too is the built-in retractable step. Indoors, all good, really. The quality of the joinery is all really nice. There's a reassuring solidity to all the furniture, which is made in-house at the Adria factory in Slovenia. You do get the impression that this is a very well-made caravan. When it comes to towing, there are two main things to bear in mind with this. The first is obviously that 8-foot width, which calls for a bit of careful route planning, and also the weight. This tips the scales at more than 1,700 kilograms, so clearly we're talking big SUV territory. But that taken care of, everything else is on your side. All the appliances indoors are clustered either directly over or even slightly ahead of the axle for optimum weight distribution. And being an Adria, you also have the longer than usual A-frame here at the front, which is a real boon to stability. And so too is the Alco ATC trailer control system, which, as you would expect on a caravan costing this much, it's standard equipment. There really is loads of room in the lounge. There's no risk of any feet clashing here. And it's very comfortable seating, but don't be fooled by the so-called U-shape. This really isn't a seat you'd want to do anything other than perch on for a couple of minutes. Fine to put your feet up on though. And if you take this central cushion away, there's a very well-made sturdy table that flops up and is actually seriously useful. And you've also got a deep window shelf here with a barrier, so another safe place to put your mugs of coffee or wine. You've got plenty of storage too, headlined by a massive gas locker at the front, which comes with a series of stackable plastic boxes that are bungeed into place. You've also got plenty of storage underneath these seat lockers here, although they're really not very easy to get to at all. Unlike with the double bed, which the huge space that's accessible either from inside or via a hatch on the outside. Your entertainment options, well, you have Adria's excellent media controller, which is basically just a Bluetooth receiver, which you can pair with your phone or other device. You've got plenty of main sockets all over the place, and you've got no fewer than 10 USB sockets. Well, that's a record, certainly for me anyway. I have to say, this island bed is absolutely sublime. It molds itself to your shape when you lie on it, and it's just so comfortable. As you can see, the mattress is split on either side so that you can actually raise the bed base and read in bed. The whole room shuts off by this means of this blind, which attaches by magnets on either side. You have a nice sunroof, and you've got a big picture window at the bottom of the bed. If you do have overnighting guests, then the double bed that makes up in the front lounge is one of the best ones I've seen in recent years, mainly due to the fact that there's no upholstery wrestling involved whatsoever, because you're provided with two bespoke sections that fit really snugly between the existing sofas and give you a really, really good bed. It's yet another triumph of design here with a really attractive brushed stainless steel L-shaped combined sink and hob unit. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and especially combined with the similarly finished splashback that you have here. And you'll notice there are these shelves with removable hangers and little containers that you can also put elsewhere in the washroom or in the bedroom. Practicality-wise, there's a decent amount of work surface even before you've brought up the little extension that opens up into the lounge. And you also get a really substantial, nicely fitting chopping board cum sink cover that just slots in there. You've got an extractor fan hidden under here. You don't have the full range of cooking options in as much as there's no electric hot plate, for example. You just have 3 gas burners. But you do have a fitted microwave that's concealed neatly behind one of these lockers here, which keeps the clean, uncluttered look. And it's maybe just as well it's hidden away as well, because it's not actually the most attractive microwave fitting that I've ever seen. Unlike this really rather glamorous tower fridge opposite, which is as sleek as it is commodious. At the risk of sounding a bit like a stuck record, there's yet more pared back glamour in here as well. The styling really is wonderful all throughout this caravan, and it continues right the way into this washroom, which although very small and narrow, is actually quite practical due to the plethora of storage options that you have, with plenty of open surface backed up by a huge amount of cupboard and locker space. You have the expected boutique style sculpted wash hand basin. You've got one of the most pretty mirrors that I've seen, nicely backlit, and the shower cubicle is actually properly adult sized. So great to look at, and a decent amount of practicality as well, albeit a bit on the small side. It's pretty much a perfect score here. Everywhere on board you've got lighting where you would expect it, and some places you wouldn't. This is an unexpected finding. It's like a little battery-powered table lamp that's three-way adjustable, and it has a dock here that keeps it charged up. What a clever idea, really like that. On the subject of smart ideas, outside, instead of a conventional awning light, you've got a strip that runs the entire circumference of the sidewall. Looks really cool, works really well. So too all the ambient lighting that you have above the lockers, and you've also got a strip that comes on below the front of the seating and around the base of the island bed as well. The kitchen's well taken care of with an LED strip, and in the washroom you've got a choice of just bringing on the backlighting for the mirror and the one in the shower, or you can put on both of them if you really need a burst of illumination. So Adria has really seen the light when it comes to illuminating this caravan. Well, it's very big, it's very heavy, it's very expensive, but it's also very beautiful inside and out. There's not a caravan like it other than the other Alpina in the range. Is it worth that outlay? Well, you be the judge of that.